What's happening, YouTube? It's King05 here. So, let y'all know right now, I have cleared this fight. You can obviously peep the S rank right there, clear. So I've done this fight before, and I'm letting you guys know that now as a disclaimer that like I'm not gonna this isn't like a full complete this run right here at least, because this fight is bugged. This fight basically revolves around the amount of debuffs that you have on them. Kind of depends on certain certain things that they do. Like I know they can get like a huge HP regen, but the most important one is like I think they have 3 debuffs or less, they won't be KO'd. So like this last part of the fight, or at least this last part of the fight when just trying to kill them is bugged, because you can have like 4 debuffs, you can even have 6 debuffs on them, they just won't die. I managed to kill one, but I couldn't figure out, I just couldn't get the other one to die. I don't even know how I got past it the first time around, because I used this same team. I wasn't sure how I managed to kill both of them and get the clear. Yeah, what happened, it kind of happened like, I guess what I was trying to make it do, I guess how I was trying to make it happen in this video, where I managed to kill one and I just kept fighting over and over and over and over and over again, and he finally died. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna spare y'all of that, of me just trying to haul everything I can on him, BT aura drop, everything else drop, him hitting 4th time again and again, because I just can't seem to kill him fast enough. Like, I'm cool. Like, I don't really, I ain't gotta prove nothing to y'all. Y'all can already peep the clear on the screen. So let's get back into these units. Rants over. So the girl Serah, okay, no, let's not start with Serah. You see her on the screen. You see her putting in that work. Let's go ahead and talk about Sherlotta. So Sherlotta came back with force boards. Oh boy, they picked a good unit to give force boards. Man, like Sherlotta, just clearly one of the best units in this in like early Shinryu. Like Sherlotta is amazing, and I hope and pray I can snag her BT when it comes around in global. Cause man, oh man, Sherlotta. She got a little small rework. I'm not sure exactly. She probably got some potency increases on her, her supportive effects and auras and shit like that. The main thing that I noticed off rip was that she already has 3 like hurl staves already saved up at the beginning of the fight, so you don't necessarily need to press the LD to get 3 ready to go. So that's a good thing. Other than that, kind of the same old Sherlotta. Amazing BT effect, a battery monster, HP damage up, just an amazingly good Sherlotta. Second, let's talk about the featured girl, the girl Serah. So y'all know me, I'm a huge FF8 stan, but I have a big love for Final Fantasy 13 as well, specifically the 13-2. Like 13-2 was easily the best one out of the trilogy. Like 13, battle system was cool, but it had its problems. It was kind of, do I want to say clunky? I don't know. It was kind of just, it was good for what it was, but still it had room to be desired. And the gameplay was very, very linear until very late in the game when you finally get the Grand Pulse. And I think that's like chapter like 11 or some shit like that. So you really much have to play and be invested into the game before you finally get to a point where you can, mix and match your party and go and just side quest the whole, pretty much side quest. 13-2 is like they just took that and flipped and improved everything on it. They improved the paradigm system amazingly. The whole monster catch thing, where you can get your monster, you catch your monster allies and customize them, and they get very, very broken. That's good. The soundtrack the fucking soundtrack, my guy. Mwah. Chef's kiss. That 13-2 soundtrack slaps. Like damn near every song on 13-2 is just like complete head bob. It's a complete vibe, man. If you ain't never played 13-2, you gotta go do it, especially if you love you some good music. But I digress. Serah, you know, her BT effect is I know it's like debuffs. I'm not sure all exactly what it does. Look, all you need to know is Lightning and fucking Serah are together in the BT attack, and Lightning also takes place. I mean, she does her follow up, and Serah has a follow up where Lightning does the attack. So, I mean, what's not to love? Look at it. And they even put Lightning in the Knight of Etro costume. Like, bruh. Man, that was just so good. Like, good on them, Square. It's been a long time coming. Serah's an absolute favorite for me in this game. So I'm just so glad that they got it. They did right by her. They finally gave her some justice. She was memed on for a very, very long time. She got past the memes. You know, with her global first rework, and now look at her. She's Queen Serah now. So that's good. And finally, we get over to our girl Neon. So y'all know me. I'm not gonna call myself a Stranger of Paradise stan, but I am. You know, shouts out to Black Cloud and Var, Alfie. Indolent Lord. Shout out to all them guys who basically was like, bro, you gotta play Strangers of Paradise. Like, we get that you don't like the meme, but you gotta play the game. Shouts out to them, because it's easily one of my favorite Final Fantasy games now. And Neon, you know, I like Sophia more than I like Neon, but dear God, they did justice by Neon. Like, she plays very, very similar to like her Red Mage counterpart in Strangers of Paradise, like implementing in DFFOO where she has like the free turns, you know. Well, you don't necessarily get free turns in Strangers of Paradise, but the whole like throwing multiple spells at once, the chainspell, like that shit, that whole thing, they did that, like all in her animations, the fire, like fire. You see what I did there? That wasn't intentional, but I'll take it. Bars. But yeah, see. And then not only that, she has like the rainbow effect if you're hitting fire damage, and that spreads across to the party as well. So between Sherlotta and her brave on crits, and Leon with her rainbow with her rainbow, her BT effect has fire enchant, and so does her AA, and you'll get the rainbow number so long as it's above like 5 stacks. We're always capping out our damage. So we don't have to worry about any kind of like ones. Because again, these guys, their gimmick is like their debuffs. They will not die if they have 3 or less debuffs. And there's some other things that happen the more debuffs that they have on them. I don't know it all. To be honest with you, this team really shuts down this fight to where the fact that the first time I was running this, I barely saw any mechanics. And then when I beat it the second time, again, I kind of really didn't necessarily see any mechanics. But that's because I have like Serah, the featured character, obviously. And with the amount of debuffs she inflicts, it was just taking the bite that they have out of this fight. As a matter of fact, we're already in the 4th time right now. Like, I didn't even, like the brakes were not pumped in this fight. Like, straight out the gate, it was get the gauge up, put the effects up, hit the FR, echo a few times, burst. And essentially, like you're gonna see, that's what happens. We pretty much get these guys all the way down to like damn near like close to death, and then from there it's just kind of spamming echoes to kind of really just finish off that last bit of HP. But then again, that's what I'm saying. Then we get to the bullshit part of this fight, the bug or whatever. I'm not sure. Well, of course I'm not sure because I'm not a fucking dev. But even still, they need to fix that shit, man. Like that's a big design flaw in my opinion. Like the fact that the boss won't die. Like it's already 40 turns, so you already kind of just don't want to, dick around, just, wasting turns for him to die. You really need him to die when it's time for him to die. So, oh yeah, by the way, their force weakness, I mean, I'm pretty sure you might have saw that, but their force weakness is, I think, like you do a magic attack that grants brave to the party. So both Serah and Sherlotta can hit that. So, just FYI as to why his force went all the way down from 100 to 0. Look at that. He got that shield up. You say, fuck your shield. You don't give a damn. Bro, look at all them numbers. And from one of my previous runs, once Serah gets to 3 stacks, I was seeing Sherlotta gain. I was seeing that Sherlotta brave gain hit like 22k, like 22k per brave, per brave gain, which is a fucking lot. Like you pretty much will be capping out on all your damage if every brave hit that you do is getting you 22k brave, back. Lightning, baby. Yeah, like I said, right here, we're just spamming echoes. We might as well get them down. But and speaking of spamming echoes, I finally now, and I knew it was gonna happen at some point, but Sherlotta being one case, Neon being another case, and Vivi, who I will touch upon in my next video, like all being great candidates for just like force echo units I can spam, because I don't have Warrior Light and I don't have Garnet's FR, so regrettably I can't just spam echo. So now watch to see. We got 3 debuffs. Serah's about to hit. What did I do? Did I use wound to get the 4th? Yeah. I use wound, so we got 5 debuffs. They should be dead. That's 5 fucking debuffs. This run should be over. I shouldn't be having to sit here and explain to you why I'm still trying to fight these guys. Yeah, I wish they fix it. I know they'll have it fixed by the time this shit hits global though. They're not gonna fuck around with that. They're gonna make sure that shit right. Damn, Neon is so cool, man. Like she's so fun to use, bro. Like they did such a good job with her. Like all her animations are good. Her damage is good. Her gimmick is good. Just a very, very good unit. So right here, peep this. See, Leo killed. Leo jumped in and threw up his debuff, and he died just like that. We hurl staff because that that has a debuff on there. This guy has 5 debuffs on him, and he's still not dead. Then we're gonna throw up the Lulu FR, because that puts LD, because that puts a fire enchant on there. 6 debuffs, but he still ain't dead. I don't fucking get it. But like I said, I'm pretty much gonna cut the run off here. I've already beat the fight and completed it, so yeah. Hopefully they'll fix the fight. If you've been watching this long, I greatly appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, support the boys, support the kid, all that YouTube algorithm bullshit. It's been your boy Sass King 05 Square. Please fix your fucking game. Signing out. Peace.